Hello and good day, my friends. Today, we discuss a haunting tale. And let's begin. Picture a ghostly ship gliding across the vast Atlantic, its sails full, yet eerily silent. No shouts from the crew, no captain at the helm, just the creak of wood and the whisper of the sea. This was the Mary Celeste, discovered adrift in 1872 without a single soul aboard. What happened to her crew remains one of the greatest maritime mysteries of all time, a puzzle that continues to haunt the imagination. The Mary Celeste was a sturdy American merchant brigantine built for transatlantic voyages. On November 7th, 1872, she set sail from New York Harbor under the command of Captain Benjamin Briggs, an experienced and well-respected sailor. Accompanying him were his wife, Sarah, their 2-year-old daughter, Sophia, and a crew of 7 seasoned sailors. Their destination was Genoa, Italy, and their cargo was 1,701 barrels of industrial alcohol. The voyage began without incident. Captain Briggs was meticulous, known for his detailed logs and disciplined crew. The Mary Celeste was built to withstand the rigors of the open ocean, and spirits were high as the ship glided through calm waters. But then, something went terribly wrong. On December 5th, 1872, the British brig Dei Gratia was sailing through the choppy waters of the Atlantic, about 400 miles east of the Azores. Captain David Morehouse, a seasoned seaman and acquaintance of Benjamin Briggs, spotted a vessel in the distance behaving oddly. The ship seemed to be drifting aimlessly, with its sails partially set but not properly trimmed. As the Dei Gratia approached, it became evident that this was the Mary Celeste. Captain Morehouse, puzzled by the lack of visible crew, decided to investigate. He ordered First Mate Oliver DeVoe and a small boarding party to row over and assess the situation. The boarding party found the Mary Celeste in a strange but seaworthy condition. The ship's sails were damaged but still functional, and her rigging was in disarray. The single lifeboat was missing, a crucial clue to the crew's fate. Below deck, the ship's cargo of industrial alcohol was intact, and there was ample food and water supply for 6 months. Captain Briggs's cabin showed no signs of a struggle. His personal belongings, including navigational instruments and the ship's chronometer, remained undisturbed. The galley was in good order, with utensils neatly stored and no evidence of hasty departure. However, there were subtle signs of something amiss. The ship's logbook, last updated on November 25th, recorded the Mary Celeste's position near the Azores. After that, there was no further documentation. One of the ship's pumps was found dismantled, suggesting possible concerns about water intrusion. The most perplexing detail was the lack of any clear evidence of violence or foul play. There were no bloodstains, no signs of mutiny, and no damage indicative of a pirate attack. The fate of the crew remained a mystery. They had simply vanished, leaving the ship eerily intact. Captain Morehouse decided to salvage the Mary Celeste, sailing her to Gibraltar, where a formal investigation was conducted. Despite extensive inquiries, no definitive explanation emerged, cementing the Mary Celeste's place in maritime lore as one of the sea's most enduring enigmas. The discovery of the Mary Celeste sparked numerous theories, each attempting to explain how a seaworthy vessel could be found completely abandoned. One plausible theory involves a sudden explosion caused by the ship's cargo of industrial alcohol. The barrels may have leaked, creating a buildup of highly flammable fumes. A spark, perhaps from a pipe or the ship's cooking equipment, could have ignited a flash explosion. Such an event might not leave visible damage, but would be enough to terrify the crew into abandoning ship temporarily. If the crew boarded the lifeboat, intending to return once the danger subsided, they may have been separated from the Mary Celeste by shifting winds and currents, ultimately perishing at sea. Another theory suggests a malfunctioning pump. The dismantled pump found on board hints that the crew might have believed the ship was taking on water, prompting them to abandon ship. Panic could have set in if they misjudged the situation or were unable to repair the pump in time. Weather phenomena have also been considered. A waterspout, essentially a tornado at sea, could have caused chaos on the deck, leading the crew to believe the ship was in imminent danger. The sudden and violent conditions associated with waterspouts might have driven even experienced sailors to make desperate decisions. Some historians have proposed the possibility of a crew illness or food poisoning. If the crew had been incapacitated by contaminated food or water, they might have been unable to manage the ship, leading to a chaotic abandonment. The idea of piracy or foul play has largely been discounted. The cargo and personal belongings were undisturbed, and there were no signs of violence. Mutiny, similarly, seems unlikely given Captain Briggs's reputation as a fair and respected leader. There are also more unconventional suggestions, ranging from encounters with sea monsters to paranormal events. While these ideas capture the imagination, they lack any supporting evidence. Despite extensive investigations and expert analyses, none of these theories has been definitively proven. The Mary Celeste's fate remains one of the greatest mysteries of the maritime world. The Mary Celeste was eventually salvaged and continued to sail under various owners, but her reputation as a cursed vessel lingered. She met her final fate in 1885, deliberately wrecked off the coast of Haiti in an insurance fraud scheme. Today, the story of the Mary Celeste continues to captivate storytellers, historians, and maritime enthusiasts. Her ghostly journey through the Atlantic stands as a haunting reminder of the sea's unforgiving nature and the mysteries it guards so jealously. As we ponder the fate of the Mary Celeste and her crew, we are left with one undeniable truth. Some mysteries are destined to remain unsolved, forever adrift in the currents of history. And here we are, my friends. This concludes today's story. Thank you for spending your time with me, and I hope that you enjoyed this naval tale. Let me know in the comments, and remember to hit that subscribe button so you won't miss the next unsolved mystery. Until then, stay curious, stay thoughtful, and I'll see you in the next story.